YouTubers, Camera Prepper here. Today is day one of the day in the life of a prepper. This series is all going to be about what you're going to see me doing every day in terms of my preps and everyday life. You're going to see everything from my ups and downs and my failures and my successes as well. So I hope you enjoy the series. What I'm going to be up to today, I am going to show you a few things. I'm due to take apart my solar dehydrator, so you're going to see a bit of that and some other bits and bobs today as well. This series will be very different and very raw, and so much probably sometimes very unedited as well, so you can see everything I get up to. So I'll speak to you soon. Until then, I thought I'd show you what I get up to in the morning. Some of you may know I run a group. It is a new group called Self-Sufficiency UK. So I'm looking on the screen now, but it is a group called Self-Sufficient UK. It's a new group. It hasn't been around for we opened it literally probably last week. It's already got about 200 odd members. But what I tend to do, I'll show you on screen, is that I'll just pan up, so I'll show you the screen itself. So I'll just pan around the camera around so you can see. So that's the group that I'm on. It is on Facebook, so by all means, if anybody wants to join this group, you have permission to do so. But in the morning, I just literally post anything that is sort of preparedness or survival related, bushcraft, anything really that I think that the people would like to read and to see really. I also do I put my own stuff on there, as well as my Camera Prepper Facebook page, which I'll pan over there now for you. 2 seconds, my computer is really slow because we have got a bad storm brewing coming over. This is my Camera Prepper site, but these are the 2 pages that I tend to look on mostly in the morning. I will be running the website. I also check my YouTube account as well. But coincidentally, while I've been doing some research, someone mentioned if I show you the image, rather than type in the sapling, is a soap nut tree. Now, I know I've read a little bit, briefly read a bit about this. It is grown in the Himalayas. Now, I don't know what the climate is like in the Himalayas, but I suppose obviously it might be a bit cold and stuff like that. So if anybody's grown these in the UK, please send me a message below if they are possible. These soap nut trees have the ability obviously to create soap or washing powder and things like that, because I'm interested in doing that next year. So if you know of anyone or have grown them in this country, if you can, please let me know. So other than that, I'll try and find something else for you. Yeah, so if anybody knows or grows them, other means obviously, because in the UK borax is quite hard to get. I'll look into that a bit further, but whether you can get it or not. But yeah, so if anybody knows that's grown them, please let me know. Thankfully, after a very busy morning doing some shopping and things like that, but so now I'm going to literally take away the parts of the dehydrator. It's going to need a big overhaul. I've allowed it to sit outside, and due to bad weather we've had in terms of rain, it hasn't been treated. So the idea is I'm going to literally take it all apart, redo it and keep some of it, and then varnish it so that it sort of stays better sort of outside in the garden. So I'll quickly show you what it is and the idea of it is as well. So I'll quickly pan around and show you what the work I've got to do. So I'll pan it around. This is the dehydrator. What you see here is the main part of the main body. I'm trying to explain it as much as possible. This dehydrator was given to me, but as you can see, what happens here, you've got pipes that connect to the dehydrator where you dry your meat and your your dry your meat, sorry, and your fruit, etc. This heats up. Okay, so it heats up and it transfers into, heats up all this, and it transfers eventually back into the dehydrator, which is, if I quickly pound down, it's just sitting there at the moment. So the idea is it all heats up, all this metal heats up, and it goes back into that to create an extra, obviously, heat source and things like this. It can get hot, obviously, in the summer. In the winter, not so much. And there's going to be a plastic sheet going across here as well, or a bit of glass sheet, I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's the idea. The idea for me as well, I'm going to chop this in half and make it more portable, so it all sort of goes into one box. But other than that, that's the work I've got to do today. I've got to take this apart. The only thing I'm probably keeping is this metal here, is the pipe itself. Everything else, all the wood frame, is going. Okay, so that's the work I've got to do today. Second thing, if anybody lives around my area in Lancashire and would like a drum, so I'll show you down here, a metal drum, it's yours for free. I just need to get rid of that because I want to replace it with something. So if anybody wants one of them, just let me know. It has got holes. I did start drilling holes, if I can span down into it, to obviously to make fire, but that is what I'm doing today. So I'm going to show you a bit of the work, process I'm doing. So 2 seconds. All the screws will be going as well. They're a bit rusted and corroded, as you can see. I won't be keeping these. So I'll stick that there, it's going. It's a bit of metal, so I'll keep that actually. These connections to the pipes. This one needs a bit of a persuasion. Perhaps I did the top of that one, so I have to get the big gun out. See if this does it. Oh, this one's a bit solid. I'm not going to budge. Okay. When in doubt, use a hammer. There we go, got it. This wood is rotten. I'm going to end up burning it at some stage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this done, and then I will show you how far I've got once I've done it. So I'll speak to you soon. Right guys, finally finished. While I'm putting the tools away, I'm just going to tell you what my ideas and what I'm going to do in the projects sort of next year, etc, etc. The idea for me is, obviously I'm working under a tarp at the moment, so but what I'm going to be doing is where the tarp is that I'll be buying a shed sometime next year, but alongside that shed will be a aquaponics, and I'm going to have some vertical gardens growing around, vertical plants growing around here as well. So there's going to be an aquaponics set with a fish farm on it as well. I will be building other stuff like the solar ovens and things like that as well for you to see. But the main two projects I want to build is the aquaponics and the vertical garden, as well as other stuff that will go in the house, which I will show you as well. But going back to the solar hydra, silo dehydrator. That was, considering it was wet, it was very hard to take apart. It's always the last wood that does it. But other than that, so tomorrow what we'll be doing is probably a few things in terms of my skills really. Might do some lock picking and some using stuff out of recyclables, tin cans. I might make small paper baguettes as well. So, but other than that, apart from the work I've got to do tonight on the group, and that's about it for me. We've got more chores to do in the house. For me, it's quite hard to mix it with family and sort of life, but with 5 daughters, you have to accept it, and you have to do what you can when you can. But until then, I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Hey guys, it's about 9 o'clock now, so I'm gonna literally sort of get ready for bed. I'm gonna probably read a book before I sort of go to sleep. But before I go, this has been an interesting day 1, and I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, once I get used to filming every day, there should be a bit more information sort of coming out and things, etc, etc. I managed to get what I wanted to do today, and what I planned to do was to take the dehydrator apart and take some pictures. Tomorrow, depending on the time, there's going to be a few things I want to try and do. One being, obviously, I want to make a little fire pit so I can sort of burn some wood that I've left with the dehydrator and make some char cloth. But before I go, I just want to quickly show you what I got through the post. I got this from Amazon, if I remember rightly, for £6.50, and it's just a mess tin. Probably seen one of these, but I've bought this today. Well, I bought it about a month ago, and it's just came. So this is the new mess tin I've got. So it's not too bad. £6.50, can't really argue, and it probably go in one of my bags. So, but once again, thank you for watching. Again, it's been very interesting videoing each day. So until I see you tomorrow, thank you for viewing. This is Camera Prepper out.